started. Welcome back to our daily prayer and meditation. This is depths into God. We do these prayer and meditations so we can go deep into ourself, our true power, our true nature. God who is within us, God who is with us, God who is for us. So we want to go deep into that through meditation, through prayer. And we just got to make sure that we are intentional and consistent with asking for these powers to come alive, to come up, to come out and come forth from within us. So this is why we do these daily prayer meditations. It is an asking. Ask and you shall receive. Believing you'll see. And so we want to believe right now in this prayer, in this meditation space that we do every day, for the power of God to show up in our lives, for the power of life, freedom, love, peace, happiness, harmony, to be imminent forces in ourselves. So today we just come to God and we pray. We come to truth with God. We come to truth with who we are. We come to truth with you, God, on this purpose, in this purpose, on this day. Asking for you to show up and asking for you to come forth, asking for you to come out in our lives. And we release right now, asking in prayer to release the fear of not believing. Most of the time we have a fear of fear itself, but then we have a fear which sits behind the fear, and that is of not believing God. And so right now we ask for the releasing of the fear of not believing, so that when fear is no longer present, the belief that is still not there is what we now face. And we're asking to right now help us to face this belief part of ourselves where we are believing in the truth, in the nature of who you are and who we are with you in the power. And so we ask for the releasing of the fear of not believing, so that when the obstacles are no longer in our way and the only thing left to do is just to jump right in and to dive right into the waters. There are no gates. There are no trespassing signs. There are no fences standing in our way, and it's just us standing at the edge of the cliff. God, we just ask now to just believe right now, to just jump in. And when all these obstacles become removed, the fear of not believing that we are strong enough to swim with the currents. We are strong enough to go into the flow. We are strong enough to still be alive in the depths and into the darkness of those waters. But we rise back to the surface when we jump in. And when we reach forth, there is the edge for us to grab onto and pull ourselves in. God, right now we're asking for this removal of the releasing of not believing. We're asking for the releasing of not believing, God. And we're asking that you just show up in ourselves so that we begin to believe in the power that shows up. And from that, we ask, God, that you release those fears. Right now, we just sit in the presence of you. We sit in the presence, in the wonder of you, and we just no longer ask, but we be. We ask, and now we be. And so this is our meditation today. To release the fear of not believing. But the meditation, we want to sit in the belief that we do believe, and we are believing. We are the belief. We are that which we believe. We are the belief. We ourselves are the belief power. We ourselves are the imminent magnetic force of believing. We ourselves are the belief. We are the belief. And so that when we no longer see the fences in our way. We just know that we are with you, you are with us. And so let us sit in this meditation. Let us go to the edge of the cliff right now. Let us look over the edge of the cliff where there are no trespassing signs and there are no fences, no gates standing in the way of us. It is just us staring at the water. I remember when I was staring at the water when I was in San Diego. And I remember when I had to face the belief in myself that I would be able to swim with those currents. I would rise back to the top. My hand would reach out and there would be the ledge. I remember the belief. I remember the removal, the releasing of not believing. And I remember the power that came inside me, that overtook me, that overwhelmed me, of believing that I was one with that water. I was one with the air in midair. I was one with the ground I stood on before I leapt, and I was one with the water when I went in. I believe I was those things. I believe I was those powers. I believe when I was in the water, I was the water, so there could be no harm come against me. I believe when I was in the air, I was the air, so that there could be no harm in midair come against me. I believe I was those powers. I believe I was that force of nature. I believe I was that imminent, illuminating power of God. I believe I was there with God. I believe I was God. I believe I was safe. I believe. Because there were no more fences. There were no trespassing signs. There were no warning signs. I believe. And so, stand at the edge with me. Look over the edge with me. And believe, even if you cannot swim, believe you are the water. You will flow. If you cannot jump, believe you are the air. It will carry you. Believe in this presence right now. Believe that you don't have to know to believe. You just need to believe. Believe that you don't have to know to believe. You just need to believe. Believe that you don't need to see to believe. You just need to believe. And once you believe, you go. If all it takes is for you to just believe, even without knowing the way, if all it takes for you to just believe, even without seeing the gates open for you, the doors open for you, right now in this meditation, I just want you to just believe and only believe. Believe it is there. Believe the resources are there. Believe it's waiting on you. Believe. Believe that where you desire to go, the transportation is provided for you. The funds and the finances are handed to you. Believe in that right now with me. See that in your meditation. The funds being released into your account so that your transportation to your destination is provided. See the releasing of those funds. Feel the smile and the joy and the happiness and peace that comes over you from the releasing of those funds. Release the urgency and the need to want to get those things and believe that they're already there. Release the fear. The fear is the urgency. Fear is the neediness. The fear is the wanting it. I'm asking to leave in this station with me, standing at this ledge. But this ledge represents everything. It doesn't represent a cliff looking over water. It represents your need to step out your door, to get on that plane or get on that bus or get on in that car and go to where you believe you have power to go and do what you believe you came to do. You could be standing at your door right now, or you could be standing at your school that you desire to walk into those doors and get that, pursue that degree, that education. able to there and believe that you can come out there with the highest honors. Believe it could be you standing in the gaps of dispute for your mother and father to get back together, or for your mother to have a good relationship. Believe that you have something to say about that. Believe that they will hear your voice. Believe that they will listen to you. Believe that they will honor your opinion, your sentiments, your care of that. Believe that you could be that mediator. Believe that they are waiting on you to say something. Just be that. Believe. Be in the presence of that power. That believe. Believe. Stand in the gaps. Stand in the way. Stand in the presence. Stand with God. Release the fear of not believing. Let this meditation sink so deep inside of you today that when you rise up, when you stand up, the only thing that is released is the fear of not believing. And you hold on to everything you desire to see happen, you desire to see come together, the relationships you desire to be made healed, made whole, the people you desire to touch or reach out to. Believe that the answer is yes. And believe that the answer is no, because somebody's answer should be no. But believe that the answer is the answer you seek. And so as I, who love to jump off cliffs, this meditation I use the metaphor of standing at the edge of a cliff. And I want you to use this metaphor as you standing in the gap with your parents, or standing at the door of your school, or you standing at the meeting when you're choosing for someone to operate your business, when looking to choose someone to guide and direct their lives. You are the one standing in the way of that phone call. You are the one on the other side of the phone when that person is here to pick up the phone and call so that they be healed. And your voice that they're seeking is your touch, your conversation, your company that they are seeking. Believe that could be a friend that you are seeing right now in this meditation who is seeking healing. You are the one seeking. Believe that. And jump in. Go forward. Hop in with me. Believe. Believe in this great power, this great majesty of God. God is ready to release to you all that you desire. God is ready to release to you all that you desire. All that you desire must be released. All that you fear must be released, so that all you desire is only that which stands in the way. So that only that which you desire stands in the way. So release today, right now. Fear not believing. Breathe in. Inhale. Let it rise. Let it escalate. Let it sit. Release that breath back into the body, into the biochemical. Put that breath into the body. Let that breath rise again. Inhale. it escalate, let it sit. Release it. Release it into biosphere. So that the atmosphere reflects our biosphere. Our biosphere is that of what we are releasing today. We're releasing not fear, not believing. So that in our biosphere, where we release becomes our atmosphere, what we see, and we begin to believe, because it is within us that we see and we feel. So one more time, let us inhale. No, let it rise, let it escalate, let it sit, hold it at the top. Feel the presence of God, the goodness of God at the top. Now release that breath. Release it into the atmosphere. Release it into the biosphere. Release it into, because we want our meditation to come biosphere and our biosphere to then become our atmosphere. So when we breathe, we breathe into the biosphere. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. Repeat that affirmation with me. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. It's an actual affirmation to me. What about? But I love it. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. Wonderful. I want to say thank you for being here in this prayer meditation with me today. Thank you for being here with me. Let us support into our daily practices. This benevolence on our